Oh, hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest the Wayfinders pack, where it seems like we have an interloper here at the carcass we just brought down. Winter is here and Raven is wrestling a wolverine. Oh my goodness, they're feisty little guys, but you don't see them too often in these parts. In any case, it seems like that was the only contender we had for our carcass, so we're actually in pretty decent shape for the day. I think we might take this chance to go and reinforce some of our borders here so that they don't get too low. But apart from marking the territory, unless we get an invasion or an attack, I think we'll try and take the day to rest and recover before resuming our hunting and our, well, we don't really govern when the other packs decide to attack us, so that'll just happen when it happens. But if we're lucky, we may not actually need to do a hunt today. Oh boy, I had a feeling. It's a lot of the time when you rest, you can kind of just tell that there's gonna be an issue. All right. No, I know exactly who this is. There's no need to even ask. Buffalo Plateau back again. Goodness sakes, they just don't quit no matter what you do. Oh boy. All right. Well, The grand question is, do we go for the kill here? Because they are truly not leaving us in peace. Now we have we have attacked the leaders once before. Stop attacking Meadow. Get off of me. Get off of Meadow. Good grief. My stamina is absolutely abysmal at all times during these conflicts. I'm a little bit tempted to go for the other old leader here, all things considered, although the new one is the one who's biting me. Do we bring your reign to an end? I'm considering it. You are pretty weak. The main issue is that, well, the pack is weak now. They have both leaders again, so they're not gonna stay that way. But I think we might put an end to 1812 here because we have a pretty strong pack. I think we'll outmatch them no matter what. I think at this point, even now, we will outmatch them no matter what, but I don't know. They keep crossing that line. They are just absolutely determined to keep coming after us. So I think that we are going to keep chipping away at them for as long as they do. You know, I mean, they don't attack us. They're not going to lose pack members, but they insist on attacking us. So I think Aden is going to finish off 1812 here. I think that he thinks that that is going to keep the pack weak enough that they won't be able to pose a true threat in the future. And if he's wrong about that, well, it wouldn't be the first pack that we have completely disbanded either. I'm afraid your numbered days are at their end. And hopefully this serves as a lesson to your pack to leave us alone. Well, with that nonsense at its end, let's focus on a more vital skill of learning to hunt. If they decide to do a hex invasion on the way out, I will kill one of the leaders, by the way, because absolutely not. But I hope that we have sufficiently thrashed them to the point where they will not consider it worth their while. You would think that being down to 3 members, they might be a little bit more cautious, but you know what? Maybe it's a matter of spite for them too. So we'll see what comes of it. For now, let's just see if we can find a good target to hunt, because some of our pups still do need a bit of experience, mostly Meadow and Huckleberry. I don't know how... Okay, 81% experience. So we need to make sure that they get a good chance to do some hunting here and finish off their learning. Oh, Cascade, be careful. This is not worth your time, I don't think. Cascade! Oh my goodness, this is not what we're doing here. I do not think that calf is going to be worth our time. Oh, you are still down. Okay, this might be a good chance, especially if the pups will run in. Yeah, get her, Huckleberry. And Keen Eye, of course, and Cascade. Cascade, we might need to back off, actually. Actually, yes, I'm gonna have Cascade back off, because I think that that is not a good idea here. Okay, where did the elk? The elk went this way. By the way, I get a lot of comments about why I use the emote wheel instead of the numbers. It's just easier for me to see and know what I'm doing, and it's easier for you to see and know what I'm doing, because you can actually see it on the screen. So I'm well aware that the number keys exist. This is a conscious decision, and I assure you I'd be way more confused if I was trying to remember what number corresponded to what. Because sometimes you change them, you know, and so then you build muscle memory for the wrong thing. I just find it personally easier to use the emote wheel, and while it may take a second longer, I find it's much more reliable. Let's see if we can pull her to a stop here. Gotta be careful because some of the pups are taking damage. Careful, Huckleberry. She is weakening quite a lot, but we don't want her to hurt someone in the process. Kenai, be careful, you're gonna get a hoof to the teeth. I am tempted to have him back off. Oh, I think we're fine though, because she has stopped. Why are we chasing off the other things? We gotta go after the elk here. Nope, I'm gonna get a neck bite to try to hold her a little bit more securely. Oh, okay, Huckleberry's got a good neck bite. That's good, that's good, that's good. If we can just bring her down before she kicks too much, perfect. In that case, I will let the pups do a lot of the finishing off here. There we go. That should be some good experience for them. It's helpful to let the pups do a lot of the work once the elk is down, because it's a lot less likely to severely hurt them. Hey, be nice to each other. Be nice. No growling at your siblings. I didn't even see who did that. Maybe it was Raven for all I know, but yeah, I find it's helpful to let them do a lot of the biting once they once the elk gets down onto its knees like that, because the elk can't do half as much to hurt them at that point. So it's a good way for them to get some experience without taking a kick to the face. Oh boy, well, we found an elk herd again. It is time to hunt again, but it is this boulder field elk herd again. And I'm not entirely thrilled about that prospect. Fortunately, it looks like they're running away from the boulder field, so that should help us. I hope. Cascade, good heavens! She is quite the ambitious huntress, even already. She's gonna make a good hunter one of these days, but oh gosh! No, come on! Grabbed the wrong elk. But we need to make sure that she's not getting herself hurt before her time here. Okay, I think we're dealing quite a lot of damage to this guy. Oh, Cascade's getting the throat bite there, so as long as we can keep him down, Aretha and Seneca are helping us here. Go on, Meadow. You got this. Huckleberry's looking for an opportunity to run in as well. I'm gonna let the pups do a lot of the biting here again, because I think they will finish him off. Yep, there we go. Good job, y'all. We're getting pretty close experience-wise, I think, here. If we look, it's just Cascade and Huckleberry now, I think. It looks like Meadow is actually full. Either that or very, very close. Now, I don't think they're quite at the target weight either, because we've gotten to 16 border hexes. We need to be at 80 pounds, and Huckleberry's at 89% experience. So we are getting there, but a little bit left. Nevertheless, these guys are growing into quite the competent hunters. I mean, this was a spike. It wasn't even a cow. It just happened to be an opportunity well seized. So these guys are learning quickly and growing quickly. Look, they're almost the same size as their big siblings too. I think that they are going to do just fine, and our pack is going to end up being pretty big if all of them make it. I mean, this will be, what, 9 wolves, I think? We've 3 from the first year, 4 from the second, and then Aden and Raven themselves. It's going to be an interesting year for the Wayfinders, that is for sure. Oh, this is our first den. I was wondering where it was, and as it turns out, it's right over here, along with the moose skull we left at it. Maybe we should bring that over to the other den at some point here. And the pond, which is very large at this season, but also completely frozen over. It's always interesting to see these familiar places in a new light. I do feel like I'm getting a little bit more familiar with Roaring Mountain terrain, though, at least down here. There's a whole lot of map that we haven't even really explored yet. The one thing about this territory that makes things kind of difficult is that I think the elk herds move around in fall and winter, because they can be pretty hard to find at times. I've just been circling around marking some territory before we hunt in an effort to find one, but I'm really not smelling too much of anything. We're very, very close. The pups are all already at 80 pounds, but we just need a little bit more experience, particularly for Huckleberry. So I'm hoping we'll find something soon here. I wonder if they crossed over to the other side of the gorge. That is a definite possibility. I don't know where they tend to hang out around this time of year, but it may not even matter because apparently we have some interlopers, and by the sound of it, they just picked the wrong hex to invade. Oh yeah, you guys are right over here. You thought that you're gonna take over this hex? You are absolutely not. There is no way. This is not happening. This is Carpenter Lake. We might need to start doing some violence here. In fact, a lot of violence is being done on all sides, it seems. Oh my goodness. Nope. You, I think, are gonna go down. I'm watching to make sure that nobody else is obviously losing help. Oh, and Aretha, goodness. Aretha is always quick to the draw when it comes to the fighting, but it seems like the other wolves here are not quite as not quite as scared off yet. All right. Who? Get off of me. Oh my goodness. It is just bite on, bite on, bite on, bite. I will bite, I will get immediately pulled off, somebody else will immediately get pulled off me. It is just absolute chaos here. It looks like Aretha is maybe going after 2013. Yeah, that would be what's happening here, it seems. Well, unfortunately for you, I think you were low on health, and it seems like your fate has been decided. It looks like even Blackberry is in on the violence, the absolute dog pile. My goodness. Is anybody still fighting here? Are they've not quite left yet. Oh, it's because of you, I see. Yeah, get out of here. Who even are the pack leaders here? For Carpenter Lake. Oh, the others are all pups, so it is very much just 1410 and 809. Well, all right then. I'm gonna give you a good bite to the tail as a warning. You stay out. Yeah, if you want to keep that tail, then you better not come back. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys think you've won? Okay, so the absolute audacity of these guys, no. If that's what you think has happened here, you are sorely mistaken. And unfortunately for 2014M, he's still low on health, and my children crave violence very, very frequently. If you are going to be howling like you've won, then you are going to learn the hard way that you have not. Yep, you better cross that border while you still can. The rest of the pack is hot on your heels. I don't know what gave them the impression that they'd scored a victory here, but we're not gonna let them get away with that impression. We do not want them thinking that we can be pushed around. We might actually have to do a mule deer hunt here because I don't know where the nearest elk herd is. Now, we did just stop at an old carcass, but I think that this is going to be our best chance at getting a little bit of food here because we are quite hungry and we are going to need to rest soon. We got to hurry up before we actually run out of stamina here. Are you? Both of you are does, I think, so if I can just land a bite. Oh, I think... Are the other two up here both fawns? It's not impossible. But I think now that we've locked on, hopefully some of the others will also start biting. Yes, it looks like Meadow has dove in and is getting some good bites here. Huckleberry too. Actually, it's all of our young hunters who are doing a lot of the damage here. We do have to watch them to make sure that they're not getting kicked too hard, but honestly, they seem to be holding their own quite well. Oh, I say that, and then Raven has gotten an injury. I didn't even see how she got injured. Was she up here when I wasn't looking? She might have been, or she got trampled by something else. Okay, well, I guess these guys, I'll mostly leave it to them, but that should be a good snack for the night at least. I doubt it'll satiate them completely, but hopefully it'll keep them from starving at least. There's some elk scent. I was wondering where all the herds had gotten off to. Are you still over here? Somewhere around here, I was pretty sure. Hopefully that wasn't just left over from the previous night. We'll go sniffing about anyway. Oh no, I do smell it up here. Alright, this will probably be the last hunt of young hunters, so it's really time for these guys to strut their stuff and show that they have what it takes to make it into the next year. And here they are. Alright, pups, let's show them what you've learned. And Kenai runs in immediately. You know what? I'm not even surprised that's what he's learned. This is Kenai we're talking about. Oh, there's an elk right here. Is this a calf? Well, I can't actually even tell. Do you guys really think that this one is worth going after? I mean, if you guys are sure, Blackberry and Seneca seem pretty convinced. All right, well, it looks like it is. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that sure is. All right, I'm gonna mostly leave it to the pups to see what they do. Huckleberry, you gotta get in there. This is supposed to be your hunt too. You're the one who has the most experience left to earn. And that's it. The finale of Young Hunters and Aden and Raven's second year. All of our pups have survived. We've made it. Well, all of the ones who made it to Young Hunters. Unfortunately, we still did lose one earlier in the year. But the pack is growing steadily, and I feel like we face the challenges this year a lot better than we did the previous one. It's going to be interesting going into the next year with so many wolves, but that's a challenge that we'll have to face another time. For now, I think we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.